Hi everyone, it's Mario here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's session, we're going to be building a game out. I've got Mark with me. We've had a little bit of a chat in terms of what we want to build today, and we're going to do some pair programming and show you how you can build a game out with Ruby 2D. So Mark and I have been talking about building a nautical theme game, which we're going to get stuck into in just a moment. But before we do that, maybe you can introduce yourself, Mark, and tell all the viewers a bit about yourself and your experiences.
I like programming things, naturally, but just building things generally. I also like woodworking. I've never really made much in the way of games, but I've been playing games for a long time, so this should be a lot of fun. Keen to get started.
We were talking about making like a more friendly game rather than
Yeah,
like one where you're kind of blowing stuff up.
boats are fun, but
Let's do
racing,
boats.
racing. And it's like, yeah, but maybe like the slower ones, like the Sydney to Hobart thing. So like, the,
Yes, like sailing ships.
yeah, so you're trying to kind of get the nicest line to go around a curve or something. But
Okay.
uh, but it's not like breakneck speed.
All right. That sounds really pleasant and lovely. I think we
Yeah,
should do it. Maybe I can get it started and I can go through like a bit about what's in the framework. So I think for the logic, like there's basic shapes we can draw. So even before we draw like any images or anything, maybe we can just draw like, an
sure.
object to represent our ships, like a triangle or something, or a square, and then just kind of start controlling it. How's it sound?
Hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to literally like take this code here,
Yeah, good.
and then I'm just going to like paste it in our editor. I actually remove the Z. So Z's just the like if you're on top
Hmm.
or below or whatever it might be, and we'll just set some dimensions here. Cool. So we're drawing our square.
Yeah,
Do you want to? What do you want to do? Start controlling it. Like, what should we do next?
let's make it more sailing ship shaped. So
Okay.
a little narrower and a little longer.
Okay. So I'm going to set the width then. So narrower, maybe we can set it 25 or something, and
Yeah,
then the height we'll set longer, so
but
100ish.
do we delete the size?
Oh, it's a square. It can't. It can't let's
Has to be a
let's use a
rectangle.
let's use a rectangle. Awesome. I think it's probably okay for the moment. What do you think?
Yeah, perfect.
What do you want to do next? Do you want to do movement like up and down or rotating or something? Or
Can we change the color of the background or
yeah,
draw a square at the background, depending would be lovely, to blue because
yeah.
it's a ship.
It's the ocean.
It's the ocean. And
Yeah,
then the rectangle, our ship, should be,
brown.
yeah, yeah. It's a wooden boat.
Okay.
Lovely.
I, it's,
10 out of 10.
you can change the color to random, and then you just get a nice little surprise when the application boots.
So
All right.
maybe make the ship color random then.
Yeah, I like that. Okay.
So occasionally you're going to get an invisible blue boat, but let's start with some movement.
Yep. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at the documentation. So we've got input here. Ruby 2D supports like keyboard events, mouse events, controller events.
Our keyboard would be fine.
Yeah. So maybe we could like press the up arrow and then it would like increase its like forward momentum or something.
Sure. And if
Yeah.
you turn left and right, it turns to port and starboard.
We can use this handler here, the
Mm-hmm.
key, sorry, this one here, key held. That'll basically keep on firing as you hold down the key. So if you hold it down, it'll like fire every frame, basically. So let's take this one and I'll just pop it in here and I'll just do a case on the event.key and it'll just give me a string for the thing. So I'll say when it's up, then we can write some code. So if we want to have the like keep the forward of the momentum of the player, maybe we can make a class like to hold that like
Sure.
player and it can like draw the rectangle. So let's do that. So I'm going to say class player. And then when we initialize it, I'll just pop this in here. Okay, and then we'll create a player for the moment. Okay, I'll just run it, make sure nothing's broken. Cool, looks good, looks the same. And then our player can hold a momentum.
Velocity, I think it would be.
That's better. That's why that's why you're here. Let's just start the velocity at a number so we can do it. Let's say -10 or something, and then we'll basically create a method. Let's maybe like move or something, and we can just change the for the moment. Let's just change the y position of the ship. Let's say so. Let's put this into the shape, I guess.
Yep.
Shape dot y plus equals velocity. Cool. And then in each frame, update do, we'll say player dot move. Okay. That's it. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did. It's very quick. It's okay. Perhaps a little bit too fast.
Okay. Well, we can start it at 0. Yeah. And then when we do up, we can increase the velocity, maybe. Let me say player dot increase velocity. And then
add a method.
How about that?
Oh.
All right, I'm going to press up. You ready?
I'm going to accelerate very quickly.
I'm going to maybe. Can I do this?
I'm sure you'd be able to go fractions.
Okay, surely we can. All right, let's try that.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm pressing. You can't see.
I'm
like pressing up.
It's getting faster.
Okay.
And then I guess we have to add to our key handler. So
yep.
When the user presses down,
can you control it now?
I'm moving forwards and backwards.
It seems slow moving like a ship. I think you've done well.
It is somewhat slow. How would we implement turning?
Yeah, good question. So I'm going to head to the docs. I know this is true for an image. We'll just need to double check for a shape, but you can rotate the shape just by saying rotate. It's not there. You can set this. If that doesn't work for the shape, then we can just find a ship image and then sub it out. But yeah, maybe try set rotate.
So now we can expand on our up and down.
Yep.
And a left and right.
Nice.
Get rid of that end.
Yeah. Rotate, right? Yeah, turn right. Turn right.
Let's use sailory terms. So port, is port left or right?
Well, now we have to look up the sailory terms.
The port side is the side of the vessel which is the left of the observer and facing the bow. And the bow is the front. So
yeah,
left.
Port is on the left.
Excellent.
Now you have to spell starboard.
For future me.
Just so you know, port is left.
Lovely.
Nice.
Okay, so now we need to add a few things. We will need to add a...
Do you want to test the rotate? Just like put it in and just set a value and then just see if it actually rotates. Because if it doesn't, we'll need to swap it out for an image. Okay. All right, time to look at some ship photos, Mark. Oh, spaceship. Look at it.
That'll do.
It's a spaceship.
Sure. Why not?
I'm already doing a spaceship
Oh,
game though.
no, there
So,
we go. Sailing ships.
oh, is that a sailing ship?
That
Oh,
looks like
that's
a
a
sailing
great
ship.
sailing ship. Or do you want
Yeah.
this one?
No, no, no. Top down, top down.
Cool. Let me get the folder that's in.
Yeah. You could pick one at random. Everyone gets a different color. What? Isn't that great?
All right. Do you want to just copy them in
What's the difference
Pirate
between like
Pack?
good?
Look at this Pirate Pack.
Yes. Oh, wonderful. We can put in islands.
Yes. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Look at that. Okay, cool. Which one do you like, Mark?
well, any of them. They're all pretty good. And I think you could kind of. Ooh, hang on. I see a pattern here. So
Colors?
it's colors, but also level of health.
Okay.
So
That's so one should be kind of.
dead and one
Oh, that's a
is
nice sailing
healthy.
ship.
Yeah.
Should we go with one?
Let's start with one, and
Okay.
then
So
people could make pirates chase you later.
okay. So I'll just paste this in for you. Do you want the ducks for an image?
Please.
It's basically the exact same. The only thing is the first argument is
Hmm.
the string. Yeah.
Wonderful.
And you can, if you want, you can remove the width and height and just have it
It
render as
as whatever size it is.
yeah.
Cool. I assume color is to do.
You don't need
Oh,
color. It's like setting a transparent background kind of thing.
that RGBA.
Red, green, blue, alpha. Yep,
Cool.
exactly. Cool. So yeah, it's basically exact same, but yeah, first argument is just the string
Yep.
of the file name. Yeah.
Okay. So let's rename the ship first because.
Yeah.
So now we have ship.png. We can use an image instead of a rectangle. The first
Yep.
argument is the path to the file, and we probably don't need width and height.
Let's just use what's on there. Ah,
Ooh.
so good. It's got a transparent background.
So this
So
is interesting.
I think to turn left and right, you just need to change the rotate. Nice.
I have noticed a small error here. I've got
Ah, how
left and
good's
right
that?
both turn the ship left, and it's because I
You've got
haven't got a plus equals.
okay.
And that color's a bit weird.
Yeah, I think it's like tinting the background.
We don't need it. We got a great looking ship. Look at that.
Ah, it's never coming back. One
180
Oh, you want it
degrees.
down?
Yeah.
You want it
'Cause
facing
now,
down?
wait, which way is the front of the ship?
Uh
This makes sense. Ooh.
so you want to make it at the moment it's just changing the Y value. But you want to change both the X and the Y value um, based on the rotation angle.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want, I just did this recently, so I can cheat and pinch some code. Do you want to pinch some
Please
code?
do.
It's like
Uh,
yeah, maybe we can change it to ship. Good idea.
okay. And now we
And I
need
think
to.
this on the right you can basically get rid of because it's just a multiplication.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Do we need to do anything to require math? You get just as part of standard
you
library.
get it as part of Ruby. Yeah.
Wonderful. So we need to make the ship. Oh, so we don't have the concept of forward and backwards here, but
So the y will be y is negative the y component, and then x is plus the x component. Yeah,
Let's give that a
looks
look.
good. Hey, that's looking really good.
Which way is the ship meant to go?
Do you like is the sail pointing forwards? Do you think or
Oh,
backwards?
that's my question. Is that
How
I
are the
think
controls? I'm not
this is
controlling it.
me
You are.
pressing backwards, and it looks like it's going forwards, right?
Yeah, I think it should be the reversed.
Yeah. All right, we should swap that.
I guess we could have also flipped the sprite, but yeah, if it feels right, you know.
Got to get that game feel.
Oh, it's got some weight to it.
It's not speedy, and
Do you remember playing Ports of Call? Oh, we should create a Ports of Call style game. Do you know Ports of Call?
I do not.
Oh, it's this game where you like have to buy ships and then you have to just transport cargo around the world,
Hmm.
and you have to park it up at these like docks, and it's just really difficult because the ship's really slow. Like
Yeah.
they just you're holding the button and it's just taking ages to stop, just like this. Like it just had
Hmm.
a real weight
Yeah.
to it, you know. Oh, it gets real fast, doesn't it? We kind of need to start figuring out what kind of game this is going to be. So we've got
Hmm.
this ship that we can
What
drive
if there
around. What?
was land and things?
Yeah, should we draw some tiles?
Maybe. Is there a way we could maybe generate some tiles around? How would we generate a course? Hmm.
So we can load in one of the tileset packs and just define the dimensions,
Hmm.
and then we can just draw them out by just like doing this kind of stuff. So we could draw like a little map. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Let's do it. I'll get us started by taking this code. Where's that player? I'll just put it below the player, maybe.
What's this tile
Okay,
set going to be?
this one.
Hmm.
So we do need to determine the I was about to say we need to determine the dimensions and if there's any margins or any spacing, but it just says all this stuff for us. 64 by 64. Um, I'm assuming the at2 is what 128 by 128.
Hmm.
So I'm going to copy this. So what was it? 64 times 2.
Yep.
That's the tile set, and then we can define a tile. So, which one do you like?
Hmm.
What were you thinking? It should be this one here. Looks pretty important.
That looks. Let's make the ocean look like the ocean.
All right, we're going to need to get the position. So the x position. So
Hmm.
that's 9.
9.
So 9x. So the x is not. So I'm going to copy some code here. So the x is 9. This is the ocean, and our y is 4 to get to our. And then we can draw where we want our tile.
Hmm.
So we're
Ah.
800 by 600. 800 divided by 64 is 12 and a half.
Hmm.
Should we just change it to be, let's actually add a constant here, grid size, 64.
Yeah.
Uh, the width is 64 times 12, and let's get something close to 600.
Make it 10.
10.
Yeah.
Cool. And then we
And
want to set the
use the constant for grid size here?
Yes, very good. And I might just use the regular sprite sheet, just because they're going to be that size. And then that's right. And then we can just loop through basically and just do this, right? So we can in here each time. So I just call it multiple times with a single entry in the array. So it'll be x of x times grid size, y of y times grid size. I actually want to, I've been doing some work with tile sets, actually, the feature. I want to actually build a library which will allow you to use a like tile set editor and then just import it in, which would be really cool. Well,
It's a shape.
it's a shape. We can mirror and flip these things as well. Is it reading the right thing?
No, maybe. I don't know. What is on the tiles sheet.png, the file you changed to? Oh, okay.
It
1,
looks like
2,
it's
3, 4, 5.
it
So,
starts at 0. Yeah.
yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 8.
Hey,
8. Look at that.
I think it was drawing because that looks really good. It's so slow moving. Cool. The cool thing now is we could just start tiling on top. So we can just define some more tiles and draw them where we like. So what do you want to draw? What do you want to draw next?
How about a island in the middle of the ocean?
Yes. Should
Let's
we?
start, let's start with drawing one island.
Yeah. Which tiles do you want to use to do that? Like, are you thinking all these?
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably only need like this one, that one. Yeah. This
Yeah.
one and that one.
That would be a small island, but it would work.
So do you want to? Should we go this one first?
Yes. Okay, so we need to define a tile of top left corner. So x was 0 and y was 5.
X was still 8, I think, if you go back. Because are you doing this one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y
still
was
8.
0.
8. Yeah. Nice.
And let's draw that tile. Where? How?
In the middle, so if you paste that in, and you just change the text here, and then in the array, I'd leave the grid size, but just pick an X. So yeah, you know how wide out, like what do we do, 12 by 10? So you can pick somewhere in the middle. Yeah. I don't
Looks
think
like a
that's
bit
the
of an
top.
island.
I don't think that's the top left though.
No, it's not. Why would you be the top left? Oh, hang on. Top left?
Instead of 8. That's the ocean. This is the.
Looks like a little island. I'm just going to park my boat
Yeah.
right there. Lovely. How about we add a top right corner next to it?
Let's do it. Nice.
It's like an island.
Cute little island.
Let's do the bottom set.
Yeah.
And to do that, we're going to need to.
I think it's 2 down. I think it might be 2.
And we're going to need to change this to 5 to make it 1 square down.
Almost.
Almost.
Almost. Well, that's just
Long
straight. It must be
island.
3. Must be 3.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There's a
What a
little
cute little,
island. What a cute
what a
little
cute,
island.
what a cute little island. Do you want to try and I think you can drive over the top of it at the
I'm
moment.
pretty certain I could drive straight over the top
I
of this
think it'll
island.
be, yeah. Thanks for sticking around. It's been a lot of fun. Me and Marcus started building out this little ships game, and I think it's going to be a joy to build it out. So I'm going to have a video out in a couple of weeks' time. We're going to have someone else on here, and we're going to start from where we left off and build some new features into this game. So again, thanks for sticking around. If you want more content like this, then please subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy this, hit the like button. And if you've got any requests for any future content, or if you have any questions, then leave a comment below. All this code will be available on GitHub like usual. I'll leave a link in the description below. Until next time, take care.